Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news of this afternoon, Deportee denies a drug charge. A deportee is prepared to prove his innocence after police investigators have laid drug charges on him. I was falsely accused of being in possession of cocaine. It was thin set. The police arrested me for having white powdery substance resembling cocaine, knowing that it is thin set, the accused Kirk Morgan said. Morgan appeared before the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on Monday, facing an indictment of possession of ganja, dealing in ganja, using premises for the sale of ganja, and the possession of cocaine. The accused, who was deported from the United States to Jamaica in 2012, spoke eloquently before Senior Parish Judge Sanchia Burrell without the assistance of a lawyer. "This is a minor offense, Your Honor. I could have gotten station bail for this," Morgan argued. "Sounds like you can represent yourself, Mr. Morgan," the judge said. Prosecutors alleged that vegetable matter resembling ganja was found at the premises Morgan occupies. 2 pounds of white powdery substance resembling cocaine were also found. "Your Honor, it was a quarter pound of ganja, and it was still on the stick. If I was to pick them off, it would be less, and it was for my personal use," Morgan explained. The matter was adjourned until September 16 for the investigator to attend, as well for the forensic certificate to be placed on file. Morgan was remanded in custody until then. Man stabs a friend in argument over ring. Members of the public and the staff of a corporate area court were left stunned on Monday when a DJ admitted to stabbing his friend over a ring he gifted 3 years ago. The defendant, Andrew Ormsby, was chided by Senior Parish Judge Sanchia Burrell for his actions, which landed him in custody for the past 3 weeks. "You're here in jail over a ring you gave to a man," the senior jurist reasoned. Ormsby pleaded guilty to unlawful wounding following an incident which happened in Halfway Tree in August. Prosecutors contended that there was an argument between Ormsby and the complainant, which became physical. Ormsby, the court heard, pulled a knife from his bag and chased the complainant, stabbing him twice in the hand. But Ormsby offered an explanation for his actions. The 37-year-old man shared that he plays music at a bar in Clock Tower Plaza, and about 3 years ago, he gifted the complainant a ring. "It was a friendship ring because we see him as a loyal friend," Ormsby explained. He added that he, the complainant, and other persons are part of a WhatsApp group, and there was a discussion which turned disrespectful. "Him a diss me up and make some talk. Me tell him say him never yet support me, and me ask him back for the ring," Ormsby said. "So you want back the ring because you're getting divorced?" Burrell interjected. "No, we never engaged. Him just wasn't my friend anymore," Ormsby responded. "Me ask him for the ring and him say it lost in a taxi. Me tell him say $5,000 for the ring, just so him can pay me back, and him pull a scissors from a man's stall and stab me. And me stab him back with my knife," he continued. The senior judge, not amused by Ormsby's explanation, set the matter for sentencing on November 21 and issued a subpoena for the investigator to attend. Ormsby was remanded in custody and was made the subject of a fingerprint order. A social inquiry report was also requested by the judge, and the complainant is expected to bring receipts for the injuries he sustained. 75 Cuban teachers in local education system this year. Minister of State in the Ministry of Education and Youth, Marcia Smith, says the teaching of Spanish in schools will be boosted by a significant increase in the number of Cuban teachers employed. Smith, who was addressing school administrators and other stakeholders as part of an orientation session for teachers in Runaway Bay, St. Anne, recently said that 29 Cuban teachers arrived in the island on August 25 and will be deployed across the country. She added that the 29 teachers and a coordinator will bring to 75 the number of Cubans in the education system, the first time so many teachers have arrived from one of Jamaica's closest Caribbean neighbors over the years. According to Smith, the increase in the number of Cuban teachers comes as the Education Ministry recruits overseas teachers to fill vacancies for the new school year after a number of Jamaican teachers have resigned to take up teaching positions overseas. The new teachers, who are undergoing 4 days of orientation, will be deployed to their new schools. They will be teaching Spanish at both the primary and the secondary levels, physics, chemistry, integrated science, and mathematics, said Smith. She pointed out that one of the 75 Cuban teachers already in the system is teaching French. For her part, Assistant Chief Education Officer for Standards Development in the School Operation and the School Improvement Services Branch, Dr. Olivine Evans, said the partnership with Cuba has served Jamaica well over the past 27 years, noting that the Cuban teachers have a 2-year contract with the option for a 3rd-year extension based on their performance. She explained that the purpose of the orientation sessions was to ensure that the transition of the teachers from the Cuban system to the Jamaican education system was seamless. The sessions are also geared at seeing how well they will be able to manage themselves in terms of safety and security and such matters as their remuneration and personal matters such as opening bank accounts and getting their TRN, said Dr. Evans. In the meantime, Cuban ambassador to Jamaica, Fermin Quinones Sanchez, said that in excess of 530 teachers have taught in Jamaica under the program with his country, adding that he is confident the current batch of teachers will give of their best as others have done before. The latest batch of teachers joins the more than 40 who are already here. Cuba is fully committed to the bilateral program, which has seen our teachers come into Jamaica and the Jamaican students going to Cuba to study, said Quinones Sanchez. More schools transition off-shift system. The start of the 2024-25 academic year brought with it a new beginning for Ocheria's Primary after it became one of the latest schools to be removed from the shift system. Speaking at the school on Monday morning during a ceremony to commemorate the milestone, Education Minister Favour Williams said 3 other schools will transition to single shift this year.
This year, Ocheria's Primary School will be joined by Noggerhead Primary, Bridgeport High, and Papine High in the transition off of the shift system. Achieving these 4 schools will mean that by the end of this year, we will have only 27 schools left to de-shift. We're coming from 38 when I sat in the chair at the Ministry of Education and Youth, September 2020. We will get to 27 by the time we end this year.
A parent, Debbie Henry, said the teaching and the learning outcomes are expected to improve now that the students will have more contact hours at school.
When they come to school now, it's hurry up. 4.5 hours, we have to make way for the other students to come. And so we want to give you, show you our gratitude for making this now a relaxed, unhurried environment where students can come and they can sit, and the teachers are able now to do a better assessment of the students and to identify where the learning deficits are and address them properly.
Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.